All right, everyone, welcome to the new way that we are going to be doing the housekeeping and letting you know what's going on with AVL Meetup. The Net Profit Summit is over, and it was taking up a little bit of time before every meeting. So we decided to basically move everything to a digital medium like this. We'll tell you the most important things, the wins, what we've got going on, and then we're going to move right into content. We're going way back to our roots where we just started with a market report and got right to the panel. So that's been some of your feedback. We're implementing it. And as we always say, feedback is a gift. The more you tell us, the more we can change and better suit your needs. So with that, I'll pass it over to Rodrigo. We'll tell you about what's going on in the near future.
Yeah, so hey guys, trying something new out, so please keep the feedback rolling so we know if this makes sense or not. As Zach mentioned, we want to prioritize just not having so much boring stuff at the beginning of the meeting. And this way, anybody who's interested can spend as much time rewatching this video as needed to get the information that they want. Same thing with the market report. Obviously, Zach flies through that because we have to. And we'll still do that live, and we're going to play around with different ways to communicate all of this information. But we're looking forward to, trying to optimize the reason you all show up to the meetings, which is the networking, the education, and of course, the end result of being some good transactions. The summit was a phenomenal experience, I think, for everybody who attended. And so we just wanted to take a moment and re-thank everybody who attended. If any of the speakers ever end up watching this, thank you so much for taking the time to come and add a lot of value to everybody who was in attendance. And then again, thank you to our sponsors, specifically to Sabrina West for being a presenting sponsor, and for Zen Contracting for being our gold sponsor. We had so many other sponsors at the silver and bronze level. Don't want to spend too much time going through that list, but you'll see their logos at some upcoming events and pictures and things like that. So just if you see them, say thank you for helping make this event come out amazing. Looking forward, what we can expect agenda-wise. We're recording this on the 11th of July. Tonight is our summer cocktail soiree, party, mixer, whatever you want to call it. We're just going to get together and do some good old networking. Of course, good things happen from networking when it's a room full of good people. So hope we see each other there tonight. And then August is affordable housing. We're working on the final speaker list because we're trying to bring in people who are in government to some level at the county, city, regional level to talk about it. And as you can imagine, it's a little harder to button down details with people kind of who are managing a lot of things. And so the speaker announcement might be a little last minute, but we are going to have a really good topic and panel on affordable housing for August. And then September is kind of following a little bit of a trend here, unintentional, but when you get the magistrate who manages evictions say that they can do September, you do September, because that's a huge win to have the magistrate. We're going to have an attorney, Kenny Hunt, who works a lot with representing landlords. And then we've got Pisgah Legal, who's going to obviously be there representing a lot of the conversations that come up with tenants. And so our goal for the September meeting specifically isn't anything other than collaboration. And so the topic for that, we might play around with wording a little bit, but the intent is to create a platform or a communication cadence that's going to be landlord-tenant relationships. And how do you manage and get to a successful situation of landlord-tenant relationships? Rest of the year is a little bit open. And as of right now, we're okay with that because we would love to hear some feedback from you, our community. What is important? Do we need to talk about short-term rentals? Do we need to talk about raising private money? Do we need to talk about something maybe that's a lot more agent specific, how to win listings, etc.? So we'd love to hear from you. If there's any pressing topics that you'd like to hear about, let us know so we can go try to find the experts in those fields and see if they're going to want to come and share with us. And so, that's it as far as kind of a little bit of housekeeping. And now the good stuff, which is the market report.
All right. Well, thanks for waiting this long, and we'll make this quick like we were talking about, but we will be putting a full-length video so you guys don't miss anything. So we're going to briefly go over June's Ruiz Report. So this is volume 40. Been doing this a while now, which is pretty cool. As you all should know, my name's Zach Ruiz. I write the Ruiz Report and also co-host AVL Meetup with Rodrigo. And the main takeaways I want everyone to see is we're going to go over the first 3 at a glance slide. And this bottom number here, the year-over-year change, you're going to notice that they're all red. Right? So going down all of that, right? Everything is red on every category. But like I always say, we're coming off one of the craziest markets ever. So coming down from record highs really isn't all that bad, right? The one thing that I'd like to point out, and then we'll save the rest for the full length video is essentially my favorite slide here. If we go to listings and pendings, which tells us about supply and demand. So you'll see here in the pro tip, I always say that keeping an eye on this will give you what's going on at the market. So the green line is what went under contract. That's what we took off the market. The red bar is what we put on with new listings. And look, for the first time in a while, we've got some sustained increase in listings, increase in inventory. If we go back up here, we can see that our month's inventory is increasing because of that as well. So if there ever was going to be a time to kind of do some sort of deceleration, it's probably not this time, right? And why do I say that? Because if we go to months of inventory, between 0 and 4 months is still a seller's market. We're still, look at all these price ranges. We're still wildly in a seller's market. So I am still of the opinion that supply and demand is outpacing supply continually. So deceleration, sure. Reduction in prices, market, all that good stuff. I don't see it happening, at least not in the next few months. So with that, we'll let you get back to the rest of your day. We hope to see you tonight at the soiree, as Rodrigo called it. And we'll see you in person next month.
Take care, everybody.
All right, thanks.